Good morning, dear students. Let's today we continue our same topic, chapter number 14, paragraph writing. Okay. So I explained you that what are the main points you should keep in your mind while you are writing on any topic. Okay. You should think the things or sentences or the ideas related to given topic. Okay, and then you should rearrange them. You should arrange them. First you note down on the on your rough page. Suppose you are writing or solving this in your question paper. Okay, so first you note down the paragraph in rough. Write whatever idea you thought in your brain. Note down all the sentence number 1, sentence number 2, sentence number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the rough work. First you do rough work. Okay, then by seeing this rough work, now note, write these all sentences or arrange these all sentences in a particular sequence, and then note down on the other paper or on the next page that rough fair paragraph. Fair it now. Now you arrange the sentences sequence wise and in a proper order, and then make a good paragraph. Whatever overcut and overwriting and cuts and all that you have done in rough page. Okay, so then at the end you cross that rough page, and then you have a fair paragraph. So this is how you attempt in your final exam. So this paragraph writing contains 5 marks. Okay, 5 or 10 marks in your final exam. So you should be very careful about your grammar mistakes. Don't do any grammatical mistake. Don't do any spelling mistakes. Okay, that's why I suggest you to note down. First you note down it in a rough page, then cut it down and then fair it. Okay. Now the page number 59, the fourth example of paragraph writing. Okay, now we are going to discuss this in this video. That's why I have put the paragraph writing part 2, because in part 1 we have already discussed these paragraphs, 3 paragraphs. Now the given topic is the joy of being out on an excursion. Exertion means when you are going for outing, for trekking by a bicycle or on your foot or by any other means. If you are going for outing with your friends, or you are going for picnic with your colleagues and your teachers outside anywhere, so that is called exertion. Okay, excursion means you are going for outing. So joy, you enjoy there. So what is the enjoyment you feel when you go for outing on an excursion? So that is a topic you should note down. So first you note down all the points in rough, then you make it fair, and you should keep in your mind that no sentences should be grammatically wrong. Okay, you should write the correct and complete sentences and then make a paragraph like that. An excursion is a sport trip, is a short trip taken for pleasure. Pleasure means happiness, enjoyment. That is called pleasure. So excursion means a short trip which you take with your friends or the relatives for a pleasure, just like picnic. It is essential for schools to provide for excursions. Means your school every year our school provide us essential for schools to provide the excursions. Okay, every year we provide excursion. We go for picnic, and one of the tour we organize from our school side. So that is essential, that is important, that school should organize this type of excursions, tours and trips. So that's why our school is also providing this to you. Not only to give children experience of direct knowledge. Okay, you should experience to take the experience of direct knowledge by visiting that place. Means once we have read that how beautiful the Taj Mahal is, but when you go and visit that Taj Mahal directly, so you should have an experience of direct learning, direct knowledge, but also the joy of being out together with their peers. Peers. Peers means your colleagues, your co-students, those who are studying with you in your class or in your school. They are called your peers. Peers means your friends. Okay, your colleagues. That is the meaning of peers. आपके साथ वाले, सहपाठी सारे. It breaks the monotony of the classroom. Monotony means boring. Monotony. Boring lectures. Okay. So it breaks the monotony of classrooms. Monotony means whole year we are going through a single way. That we are reading the book, we are writing on the board, and we are making the question paper, and we are making our CW notebook, and we are going to give the exams. So this is a monotony. Now this is something different. This is not a monotony. It breaks the monotony of the classroom. Besides, it gives us an opportunity to explore and enjoy personally the curiosities of the place visited. Means when you personally go to see the Taj Mahal, Red Fort, or any other place, when you personally go there and you have so many curiosities by seeing that place, so you try to solve that curiosities by yourself. So this is for your personal experience and enjoyment. India is rich in places of historical, religious, industrial and scientific interest. Means in our India we are already having a lot of places to visit. Some of the places are related to historical, our history period. Okay, and some of them are scientifically, you should go there, just like some museums or some scientific laboratories and some amusement parks where you find so many projects and all these things. Okay, historical, religious means temples you can visit, industrial, you can visit any industry, how the things are made in the industries. So India is very rich in all these type of places. Many of the people from out of the India, they come to India for visiting these type of things. Besides, it has a nature's bounty in plenty spread all over. Nature's bounty means प्रकृति का खजाना. We have a bounty of nature. हमको नेचर ने तो खजाना दे रखा है प्रकृति का. Okay, so we can that is spread all over, चारों तरफ फैला हुआ है. Okay, in a plenty. Plenty means बहुत ज्यादा मात्रा में. The list of available places and sports can never be exhausted. Means if you make the list that I wish to go in these places, so your list will never end. You cannot exhaust this list. You cannot finish this list because there is a lot of places. It is one thing to read about a place, its people and their mode of living. It is only one thing when you read anything about any place or the people who are living there. That is one thing when you read in the book. But it is quite another to see them actually and get to know their way through a personal. Means one thing you should read in the book that how Taj Mahal is looking, what type of people are working there and what they are doing there and what is the history related to Taj Mahal. That is one thing. And the other thing is that you should go and visit personally. That is the second aspect. Besides, There is a thrill of being together with others of our age and enjoy recreation with a blend of instruction. Okay, so when you go with your colleagues, with your peers, with your friends, okay, of your age, from suppose from your school side, so it is a very thrilling, exciting when you go with your friends and you personally enjoy the recreation, and your teachers or the elders, those who are coming with you, you are abide by the blend of instructions. So many instructions they keep on keep giving you. Okay, here we are on our own, moving about in an environment of freedom to test the joy of our own discoveries and explorations. And if our movement entails a night's stay, we share with our friends and enjoy corporate living. Corporate living means we are all together, and sometimes we have night outs from the school side. Okay, so when we found that type of opportunity to have a stay for one night, at least one night with our friends and peers, so it is very exciting. Okay, so we are able to share our feelings and our recreation, our ideas with each other. So this is very good experience. Okay, our adventures as well as misadventures. One is adventures or misadventures, means something good happened to us, something bad happened to us. Both type of things become a part of our unforgettable experience, and that experience we cannot or we never forget in our whole life. Whether it is a good experience or bad experience, both the experiences are unforgettable. And we live and relive them. We live and relive. Relive means again living. When we live it and we relive it. Relive means when we go to our home and we think in our mind that okay, 2 days ago or 1 week ago we were on that place and we were doing this. So that is reliving in the thoughts. Them with the similar thrill and shocks. So whenever we remember those moments, we get re-thrilled and shocks again. Okay, so this is how we note down a paragraph on a given topic. So you should practice these 4 paragraphs. Okay, you can find many more on the internet. If you go on Google and if you type there paragraph writing, so you will find so many paragraphs of different topics. So you should keep practicing on it. Now some exercise. Okay, so look into your book on page number 59. Fill in the blanks with the help of the words given in the help list. This is help list. This box. Okay, we are having 10 words in the help list. So words given in the help list to complete the following paragraphs, means this is a paragraph which is already written here, but we need to fill the suitable or correct words on the correct places. So we have been given with 10 words in help list. What are these 10 words? Librarian. Librarian is a teacher, is a person who is available always there in the library to take care of the discipline of library. So that person is called librarian. Storehouse. Storehouse is a place where all the things are kept arranged. Okay, so this is called storehouse. Quench. Quench means quench. The meaning of quench is प्यास बुझाना. To satisfy your thirst by drinking water or any liquid. That is called quench, प्यास बुझाना. Destination, मंजिल, लक्ष्य. ओके, अवर डेस्टिनेशन, हमारी मंजिल क्या है, हमारा लक्ष्य क्या है, दैट इज डेस्टिनेशन, टारगेट. सब्जेक्ट्स, बुक्स आर रिटन ऑन मेनी टाइप ऑफ सब्जेक्ट्स, many subject, many topics, okay, different subject. Furniture, you know sir, furniture, table, chair, table, bench, all these furniture. Study, when we are going to read carefully these topics or these books, that is called study. Rare means बहुत मुश्किल से पाए जाने वाला. Okay, some of the animals are very rare in the forest. Rare means these species are very rare to found, मतलब बहुत मुश्किल से पाया जाने वाला जानवर, that is called rare. okay, बड़ी मुश्किल से पाया जाता है. borrow means to take something from someone for some time, उधार लेना. okay, to borrow means उधार लेना, and lend means उधार देना. okay, borrow for some time. Magazines, we have a lot of magazines, small booklets in the library. okay, these are called magazines. Now let's start filling the blanks. Our school library is a blank of books. You should find out in the help list. I think our school library is a storehouse of books. I think storehouse means where we keep or arrange all the things systematically. So first is storehouse of books. It has books on many important subjects. Okay, in library we can find so many different type of books on different subjects, these different topics. All books are systematically arranged by a person who is called librarian. The person who arrange all these things is called librarian. Okay, so many students regularly books in the library, regularly study books in the library. The library has a separate reading hall. Just like in our school we have a reading hall in the library. Separate means अलग से एक reading hall होता है, with well arranged furniture. Okay, well maintained and well arranged furniture is there. Next, students can read daily newspapers, blank, then journals and books in the library. Magazines. Okay, students can read daily newspapers, magazines, journals and books in the library. We can also blank books from the library for studying them at our homes. We can also get some books to carry to our home, and we can read that books at our home also. So that is called borrow. Borrow means उधार लेकर के जाना, means we need to return it. Once we read that book, then we should return it within 2 days, 3 days or 1 week. We need to return it into the library. So that is the word, that is why this word is used, borrow, उधार लेना, issue करवाना. Our school library has many blank, expensive and invaluable books. एक्सपेंसिव मीन्स कॉस्टली, बहुत बहुत कीमती किताबें हैं. एंड इनवैल्यूएबल मीन्स अमूल्य, जिसका कोई मोल ही ना हो, कोई मोल ही ना दे सके. बहुत ऐसी किताबें भी हमारी लाइब्रेरी में हैं, बहुत इनवैल्यूएबल है, बहुत ज्यादा अच्छी बुक्स हैं. सो अवर लाइब्रेरी हैज मेनी रेयर मीन्स बहुत मुश्किल से पाई जाने वाली बुक, जो पूरी इंडिया में या पूरे विश्व में बहुत कम पाई जाती है. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ बुक्स इन अवर स्कूल लाइब्रेरी, है ना. अवर स्कूल लाइब्रेरी हैज मेनी रेयर, बहुत मुश्किल से मिलने वाली, एक्सपेंसिव बहुत कॉस्टली, एंड इनवैल्यूएबल बुक्स, बहुत ही अमूल्य धरोहर है हमारे देश की. इट इज अ फाइनल ब्लैंक for all those meritorious students. This is a final destination. Destination means final destination, आखिरी मंजिल. डेस्टिनेशन, फाइनल डेस्टिनेशन, अंतिम मंजिल, अंतिम लक्ष्य है. तो our library is final destination for all those meritorious students. Meritorious students means the students who are very well in studying. They like study. Meritorious student means they come first, second, third. They stand first, second, third, fourth, fifth in the class. Every year they are top in your class. Your top students. Okay. Those who always stand in first, second, third positions in your class, they come in the merit list. So these type of students, those who are in the merit list of your class, first, second, third, top 10 students, those who are good in studying, so they are called meritorious students. They always comes in the merit list. So for these type of students, library is a final destination. They always love to go there. Who want to blank their thirst of knowledge. Thirst of knowledge means ज्ञान की प्यास. जिनको ज्ञान, बहुत सारा ज्ञान चाहिए, तो ज्ञान की प्यास में वो वहां जाते हैं. तो प्यास बुझाने को हम बोलते हैं क्वेंच. ओके. Who want to quench their thirst of knowledge. So they final destination, finally they go to where? They go to library. So these are your answers. Now let's see the one another example of your paragraph writing. Okay, one exercise is given for you here. Write a paragraph on, now topic is given, the importance of newspapers. The importance of newspapers means why your newspapers are so important. Why you feel that the newspapers are most important thing in our life. So what is the importance of newspaper? इतने महत्वपूर्ण क्यों है newspaper? This is your topic. Answer the following questions. At last, arrange all the answers in a sequence to make a meaningful paragraph. Now, for your hints, some questions are given there. So, if you find out these answers to these questions, you can arrange them in a paragraph. Suppose one question is asked, how can we know? So, how can we know about the various incidents happening all over the world? Okay, all over the world, what happenings are going on? How do you know these things? So if you want to, if you know the answers, that how you get to know. So if you are writing these answers, so these 3 lines is available for writing the answer number 1. Question number 1, then answer number 1 you can fill here with pencil. Okay, how do you know the happenings about the incidents which are going to take place in the all around the world? So there are some mediums. So these mediums are called media. TV news, television, through television you know. Second, multimedia, Facebook, Twitters, you get to know the happenings all over the world. Facebook, Instagram, Twitters. By that you know that what is going on all around you. Okay, all around world's news you can get by this multimedia, social media, YouTube's. Okay, on these platform you get to know very early this news, fastly. You can get the news very fast. Third is newspapers and magazines. Once they are printed, they are distributed to you, and you should read all the news, what is going to happen all around you. So these three lines are for if you keep this question in your mind, how can we know about the various incidents happening all over the world? If you are preparing the answer to these questions, you can fill these three lines by giving this answer. So the three lines, starting lines of your paragraph is already done. So first you start writing in rough, then you put it down fair in the book, so that your paragraph should look very nice. So how can we know about the various incidents happening all over the world? So I should start this answer like that. In today's life, we get the news very fast through social media platforms like Facebook, Twitters, Instagrams, etc. and television. We get the news from the televisions. On news channels we get the news from all over the world. And one more important thing, which is print media. Okay, these are called, one is called social media, and second is called broadcast media, okay, through video, and the third is print media. Once the newspaper or magazines are printed, they are distributed to us. So these are the three main important media through which we get the news. Now second question, what are the main qualities of a good newspaper? There should be some good qualities of newspapers. Okay, there are some good qualities which should believe that it should exist in your newspaper. That is, the paper quality of that newspaper should be very nice, and the ink or the printing on that newspaper should be very, very nice, and all the material updates and news which took place yesterday should reach to you by today. So current affairs, it should contain current affairs. Okay, it should not contain so many ads and advertisements. Okay, and the important news should appear on the front page instead of the big advertisements. These are the good qualities of a newspaper. What is the importance of newspapers in the present age, present generation? It is very, very important to read the newspaper in present scenario, present age. Why? We should get aware of all that is happening around us daily wise, current affairs. Okay, so we should keep in touch with the all thing which is going to happen around us. Okay, so newspapers are very, very important in present age. That's because they provide the written proof. We can read them in any time whenever we feel convenient. Suppose we are traveling by a car or by a bus, that time also we can read the newspaper if we have a span of time at that time. So at our convenience we can read the newspaper anytime. Or we have a written proof of all days data. Suppose I am searching about some photo which I have seen 1 week ago or 1 month ago in some newspaper. So I can date wise I can take out the newspaper and I can take the proof whatever I was searching. So newspapers are very important, and they are printed, means they are fixed news. Suppose on multimedia the news can be changed or altered. but once it is printed, it is a proof. Which type of information can we get from the newspapers? There are a lot of information which we get from the newspaper. Daily news, that is one thing. Second thing, we get so many advertisements of companies, offers of the companies regarding festival offers and cashback offers. We get to know about that. New products which is arriving in the market, we get to know about. Okay, so and third thing, some public announcement are made that this boy is missing, this girl is missing. So if anybody have seen that boy or girl, you can contact on this number. So public announcements are given there. Okay, you can also publish your requirement in the newspaper, so anybody can see on the newspaper and they can contact to you. Matrimonials, okay, job search. Okay, there are so many publications, so many companies, they publish their advertisement of requirement of persons. So suitable candidate can contact directly to the company. So these type of lot of information we get from the newspaper. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, means 4 parts. In these 4 parts, you can now first you make these answers on the rough page, then you can rearrange and you can note down here for a fair work. So that is how we do the we solve the paragraph writing. Okay, for your main exam it is very compulsory, so you should practice it. And once I will note down my paragraph, I will share the screenshot of it also. Okay, so till now I hope that you had better understood that what is paragraph writing and what are the important tips or points you should remember. So these important points and tips are given on the beginning of this chapter, paragraph writing. Here you should always remember these points that we have already discussed. So I am going to end my video here. So you should keep practice this type of paragraphs. You can also find some paragraphs on the Google and you can search by yourself. Okay, till then, take care, bye.